So American soldiers keep being called into American cities. National Guards troop from one state being sent into another state. People being federalized so that they can be Trump's little playful hitmen because Trump seems to enjoy violence. He likes it. It seems to make him happy. I can explain that to you a little bit more. He likes violence when other people are doing it because it is fun. Let's just face it. That's why boxing and professional wrestling and MMA fighting make so much money. It's because people like watching violence. Now, how do you as a soldier know when something is an illegal order? Because you know that Trump is wanting you to do things, but you're not wanting to do things that are illegal orders because you know that can get you into trouble later on. You want to follow your oath because you're a patriotic American. That's why you put a uniform on. Let me give you an idea of what is a good method of determining lawful versus unlawful orders. First of all, remember the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. The best way to understand that is when you get called in to a city. Just remember that it's like you're all family. Just remember that. Highest law of the Bible is family. Best way to live your life is to see people as just basically family members, and if they commit crimes, they're family members committing crimes against other family members. So you try to be fair and judge people effectively because it gives you empathy. It gives you connection. So when you're dealing with a city, just remember, if you're not from that city, the people who really know about that city and when things are really getting out of hand are the local law enforcement, are the chief of police and all that stuff. They not only have their experience, they have fallback experience going back to the formation of that city. So they know. Now, if you've been ordered to be there, you're going to be there. Just remember, the local law enforcement knows better than you. It probably knows better than your company commander. Because that chief of police has all the experience and all of the knowledge going back a long time that he can draw from when assessing what he can do to control a crowd, what is an uncontrollable situation and what is a controllable situation. So put your default judgment into cops, into the local cops, into the local leadership of law enforcement. Don't put your trust into a person who is trying to order you to do something that when you hear local law enforcement say that's bad, then that's your first instinct to say that this is wrong. The next thing is when you start seeing people doing things, just remember your patriotism should treat the American citizen first, because that is who you are really loyal to. Your loyalty, yes, your oath does mention the president, but the president is one thing. The American citizen and the Constitution is supposed to be higher. You are supposed to protect American citizens because that is what patriotism is about. So hold patriotism and that everyone is your family, even those of whom you disagree with. They're just members of your family that you disagree with. And if you operate from that position, you will know when an order is wrongfully delivered because you're being asked to shoot people or do things against unarmed people or to do things in somebody else's house, in somebody else's town. And if that's your family member and you're in their home, just treat it with the respect and understand somebody giving you an order to disrespect that town, to disrespect that place, is probably not a rightful order. Just that. Every single person in this country is your family. That's your thing as a soldier. That's what patriotism is. Be patriotic. Listen to what is local, because that's the 10th Amendment to the Constitution, and that's the beginning of where your orders are supposed to come from. You should be trying to empower people, not disempower people. Protect people, yes. But while right now you have been moved from a soldier to a law enforcement officer, you now have a little bit more complications when using soldier for military power in American cities. It's a different world. But just try to remember, we're all family. And you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to set the example. So try to be that. Try to be just simply the big, strong brother or sister standing up for, like, trying to keep the family together. That's kind of your thing. You're the big sister. You're the big brother. And you're trying to keep family that's arguing, but you're just trying to keep the peace. And just hold that in your core. And if you do that, you might be able to see illegal orders, because an illegal order will be you doing bad things to members of your family who are just arguing. Love you all. Like, share, subscribe, and tell this to soldiers. We love you, your family, and we got your back. Even though we might be really pissed at you being in our cities, we know what you are. Stay patriotic. Remember, we're family. And that's it. Take care.